Hello, everyone. Today I have with me Debbie Brown. Debbie Brown has been working with me over the last 5 months. And here she's going to share with us what was it like for her before she started coaching and the process over the last 5 months, and what is the future that she has created now that currently she is not working with me for a few months in the near future. So go ahead, Debbie, please share with me. What was it like?
Yeah, well, before I started working with Sandhya, I was going through some things, my focus, family life, my business, they were kind of scattered. I had lost focus, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure where I wanted to go. I wasn't sure of just what was my purpose. And it was scary for not being able to know about these things. So usually that's not how I am, But then I started working with Sandhya, and she got me back working on getting into focus.
Let me ask you something. When did you first connect with me, and what was your first experience and impression?
Oh, well, I met you at it was in Cranberry is where I met you. And I was invited by another friend, and they had said, oh, you must come and listen to, none of us could say your name, but they just said, you have to come and listen to her. She's amazing. And you might want to work with her, So I'm the type of person that I'm open. And so I went to, I guess you could say it was like a coffee, because it was in the morning, and it was a coffee, and you talked to us and you ask us different questions about where we were in our life. Did we have some questions? Did we ever question about what we wanted out of life? Did we question, are we living the life that we love? And that if we worked with you, of course, no guarantees with anything, but you might be able to help us identify how to get us back on track. And it was like, well, for me, again, I'm open. What have I got to lose? I know I didn't like where I was right now. Mm-hmm. And I knew that there was something better for me. So again, open, let's get together. Let's talk. Let's see what she has to offer. And then let's start from there. So that's how we met. And
okay.
That was the beginning of, I want to say May.
It was June. Middle of June. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's when I came to Pittsburgh. Yes.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you for being open. See, that's one of the things, right? Key
mm-hmm.
to
mm-hmm.
be willing and to be open.
Yes.
Many people are very closed. They want something, but they are unwilling to open their hands up to receive it.
To receive it. That's it. My dad used to say that all the time. If you keep your hands closed, you can't get anything, but if you open them up, it always will come to you.
And same thing with keeping our mind open and our heart open. And that's what I acknowledge you for.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. I like to think that I'm an open person. I continue to think that, yes.
So as you were sharing, before you started working with me, you were going through, you were in a place in your life. Go ahead and if you want to share anything specific, and what was it like as you started working, and what were some of the breakdowns that occurred in the process?
Well, some of the things that I identified, that I was a people pleaser. And I was so busy pleasing others that I was totally neglecting myself, and also feeling very resentful about it, and it's like, I mean, it's not that I wanted to feel that resentment, because I was doing this because I wanted to do it, but it was exhausting.
Yes, it was.
And it was exhausting. And so if you take care of everybody else and you don't take care of yourself, then you're depleted. And you can't take care of anybody else if you're depleted. And then I don't want to be resentful to people, because it shows in my interactions with them. Yes. Well, why are you mad? Why are you upset? Well, I'm not. I want to help you. I want to do this. I'm not mad, but I am mad.
Yes. Isn't it?
Not
yes.
realizing, not mad, but just that I was stressing myself out because I was trying to be there for everybody and never took a few minutes out to be there for Debbie.
See, Debbie, this is so important and so key. When we keep giving, and we are not receiving,
when
there is an imbalance,
yes,
right? That's where the resentment experience sets in. It's like, wait a minute, we overextend ourselves, and then there's nothing here, and you're depleted.
Yes.
Even just to do, the things that are really, really important to you.
To me.
Whether it's well-being, whether it's your business, whether it's your immediate family. And there's no time, energy, resources from within and outside left when you're giving and overgiving.
And of course, when you give to people, it's not that they mean to, I'm going to say it like this, but it's not like they mean to suck everything out of you. It's just that they're so used to you doing these things that they don't realize the difference.
Yes.
And I you help me identify that. You help me say, wait a minute, I can't be everything to everybody and not take care of me.
Absolutely. Very good. Yes. Yes.
And sometimes I was taught, because I was the oldest in my family, you don't concentrate on self. You're the oldest. You have to take care of, not physically take care of, but you got to be the example. If they come to you, you have to be the one that they come to, because you're the oldest.
Yes.
So doing something for me didn't feel quite right.
Right. Very good.
I would feel guilty about it.
Yes.
And and that's really a conflict. You're feeling guilty and you're feeling resentment. So it's such a I can't even come up with the word for it, but that's how I was feeling.
Yes, that's how you were feeling.
Resentment.
Yes. And the thing is, we have trained the people in our life.
Yes.
And then when we take a stand for ourselves, when we take on a transformational coaching structure, and we begin to realize, wait a minute, I have done this to myself by how I have been, doing it all along. And now we have to interrupt it, because now we have to retrain the people in our lives.
Yes.
Right? And that's the work. And that work really takes, it's not easy. It's uncomfortable, because you're fighting against everything within you, because you've had it set.
Yes.
And then there's this concern about hurting people or looking bad or relationships, all those things. But when you really look at it I think what you discovered for yourself was it was more important for you to take care of yourself, because you really cannot authentically serve anyone else if you are not taking care of Debbie first. You can truly serve others when you're taking care of yourself. And you'll be able to do it for a much longer time.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you helped me with. You helped me with getting back on track. Not instantly, you know, because when these things are ingrained, it seems like you're in conflict when you're trying to change things, and you feel like you're selfish if you start to do things for yourself when you've been doing things for others. So it's like, how do you get that? I took a few minutes for myself. I shouldn't have done that because I was supposed to be doing this. But again, you know, I was, after working with you, I was understanding that, again, if you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of everybody else?
Exactly.
You know?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
This is so good. And what I want to do is I want to segue into the next phase of your work with me. And the next thing that was really, really critical in your life. We're not going to get into any specifics and details about what you were working with me, but I want to ask you if you would please share with the listeners what was the key thing that transformed one of your most important relationships, and how did you move through that challenging 60 days in the middle of the summer that you experienced?
Well, it was truly traumatic and emotion and very, very emotional. And we talked about it. I confided in you. I let you know what was going on. And then it was like, we talked about it, and you gave me some motivational things. You gave me a prayer to say that, to trust God, that everything happens in its divine order. And it took a moment for me, because you have to cry it out. You have to cry it out. I mean, get ugly, get ugly, blow your nose, and then realize there are certain things that I can control, and there's certain things that I cannot control.
What was the practice that you did every single day?
Well, it's up on my mirror as you come downstairs, and it's up in the bathroom. It's my prayer of forgiveness. You know, I forgive you. I don't have it memorized, unfortunately, because I say it every day.
Yes.
And then the other mantra was that I truly want to be happy. I truly want to live in peace. I truly want to know my purpose. I truly want to know the power of forgiveness. This is something that is said every day. And then also the meditations. So meditating and trying to get my mind clear so that God could speak to me, because a lot of times you question why, but instead of questioning why, you need to answer the question, what have I learned from this? Or what is the expectation? What do you want me to learn from this experience?
Absolutely.
And I would like for things to be better in the situation that I was going through, but at this point it's not. But I trust God that He'll take care of it. He'll take care of the situation. And I'm accepting, because I've forgiven myself for everything that transpired, because nobody is blameless in anything that happens. So I've forgiven myself. And I think that's the most important thing. Forgive yourself first. And whether the others decide to forgive you, that's what they have to work with.
Absolutely.
And then I say to myself, I want to be at peace.
Yes.
I want to know love. I want to be happy.
Yes.
You know, I truly want to be happy.
Yes. And I
truly want to live in peace.
Yes.
And through this process with you, I am so happy. I just want to say just one thing, you know, one thing. I'm part of a Entrepreneur Forever. And I was talking with them and I was telling about the things that was happening in my life. And they were like, who is this person? And what did you do with Debbie Brown? So it's like they even see the transformation that has happened because of participating with Sandhya, bringing this out. We have it in us, but we need someone to bring it out of us to make us become aware of it and make us understand how to use what we have.
I got it, Debbie. You absolutely are not the woman who I met in Cranberry. You know, your entire being, your demeanor, your energy has completely transformed. You are not the same woman who was sitting on the chair in the front row at Paraka Flooring.
Yes, yes.
Right. That's so great. So great. So I want to fast forward here. And what I want to point out is, yes, over the 3.5 months that we worked together, you know, I have a reliable, repeatable, and proven system of transformation. It's proven, as you can hear from what Debbie is sharing. It is, people see results.
Yes.
And that's why people do it over and over again. People, yes. Now, what I want to ask you is, now what? Now, what have you created for your future? What has the clarity and the work that you have done with me made available for you in your life now? If you would be willing to share, to whatever extent you want to share, it would be wonderful, so that people can see that it's possible for them as well.
Well, some of what has happened is I'm a happier person. I'm much happier. I don't cry as much as I used to cry. I was like a waterhead, as my kids used to say, because I was always crying. I was always feeling like, what could I have changed in this? And I can't change anything at this point. I can't go back in the past and change the past. I have to move forward. So what I started doing is saying my mantras, listening to my prayers, saying my motivation, talking about truly being happy, and then identifying what I want to do, what I want to be, what I want to have in the 5 areas of the life that you talk about. And in my business, I had made certain decisions about a business that I was in. And I've changed the direction. I've kind of left that business in the background and have started something else that I'm 100% more successful with. I've been able to build a team that I wasn't able to do with the last business. And again, it could more or less do with my demeanor and my attitude and my spirit, because I know people can tell how you feel. I mean, even if you try to hide it, people can tell whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether things are going on in your life.
Totally.
Totally. So I've decided to this Debbie that was in me, that has always been in me, has decided to change her environment, to look for a new adventure. And this is how I'm looking at it. This is a new adventure. The business that I'm in, I can take it anywhere. So I have decided to move out of state. I have decided to sell my house. So I've sold my house. We're in the midst of closing in the mid-January, and I'm moving to Arizona. Wow. Where it's beautiful, where it's warm, where I don't have to shovel snow. Family here, at first they were like, my brother was like, are you all right? Are you having are you depressed? are you having a nervous breakdown? He called all my brothers and sisters and he said, there's a change in her. That, you know, she's talking about leaving town. You know, that was never, ever in my plans.
How many years have you been in Pittsburgh?
I've been in Pittsburgh all my life. And I've been in this home 34 years.
Wow. Awesome. That is huge.
So I walked around each room in this house and I thanked each room for the 34 years that we've been here, for the 34 years of memories. But they're memories. I want new experiences now. I told my children what I was going to do. Again, everybody was a little shocked, but then they were like, Mom, whatever you want to do, we support you.
Wow.
We support you. So I've gone to Arizona. I looked at a few places. I didn't really find anything, but I do have some friends that are there. So they're willing to let me stay with them until I can find a place that I truly love. And I'm looking to do, be, and have the life that I love living.
Perfect.
And I'm so happy. I am so happy. I run around singing. Jacqueline Carr has a song called This Is My Winning Season. That's what I sing in the morning. I turn it on and I run around the house singing with her. And then CeCe Winan has a song called God's Goodness is Running After Me. And I run around the house singing God's Goodness is Running After Me. You have just opened my eyes up to the opportunities that were already there that I just didn't see. And the abundance that is there, it's there for everybody. It's always there. We just have to be able to see it. We have to take the blinders off and we have to take that leap of faith that we don't have to continue doing things the way that we've always done. Step out there, expand your horizons, try something different, try something new. Talk with Sandhya so she can open up your eyes and give you the pathway to your understanding of a new life, a new way of thinking. And people will see the change in you. They'll see the difference. Yeah. I mean, I see the difference. I feel the difference. I wake up happy. Yes. You know, I wake up happy. I wake up looking forward to a new day. And it's because of you, because you opened my eyes up to those possibilities. You opened my eyes up to see the abundance that is there, what God wants us to have. He doesn't want us to live in poverty. He doesn't want us to be sick. But if we don't open our eyes to it, if we don't see it, we're missing the point. We're missing it.
Absolutely. And you said it so perfectly. You know, it's all around us.
Yes.
But we are not letting it into our life.
Mm-hmm.
And the work with coaching is in working with me, people are able to see and distinguish their invisible blocks.
Yes. Yes.
The invisible blocks that are around us. Some people call them the blind spots, which you're not able to see yourself. But the other person, your coach, can see it and then can help you see it. Turn your head and say, look at this. Yes. And then with the support and accountability structure and the proven, reliable, and repeatable system of transformation, you just take this next step from where you are with what you have. And then you take the next step from there with what you got from where you are. And then you take the next step. And then you take the next step. And that's all there is to do. You just have to take one step at a time.
One step at a time. And it will be uncomfortable. It will be uncomfortable. And you want to be like, oh, you want to shrink back and say, no. But then you got to step out there. It'll be uncomfortable. But after a while, it becomes the norm. Yes. And you're thinking, well, why wasn't I always doing this? Why, what took me so long to find this? What took me so long to get on this path? So yeah, I am truly happy. I am truly at peace. And I know that my life has a meaning and good purpose.
I love that.
I know it.
That is one of the meditations, the forgiveness meditations. That's the Dalai Lama's metta meditation.
Yes.
May your life have good meaning and purpose.
Purpose. So. And I love it. And every day I look for a new adventure. When I wake up in the morning, I look, okay, Lord, what new things are we going to do today? You know, and I'm just stepping out there, and it's scary, but once you do it, it's like when you learn how to swim. It's scary because you don't, oh, I'm going to drown. But once you get out there, it's, you know what it is.
As we have learned in our courses, scary means you are moving beyond your comfort zone. When you're comfortable, it's not scary. You are in control. But your life that you want to live is beyond the comfort zone.
Outside that.
It's outside. Right. And so it seems scary, but it's the scary is only in the mind. All you have to do is simply just take the next step, the next baby step. And from there, the next baby step. And sometimes the next baby step is for you to just pick up the phone or go to my calendar link, which is meetsandhya.com. Sandhya is my first name. It's right there on the Zoom screen, meetsandhya.com, and set up a time to connect with me. And then I can give you the very first thing that's going to make a difference to help you take that next step. So thank you so much, Debbie. And really thank you for the listeners who have been watching this, the complete interview and your sharing and testimonial. I really appreciate, and it's really been a privilege to work with you. I want more clients like you who are ready and willing and coachable.
Yes.
And
yes.
Who are courageous enough to take that next step and move toward what it is that they truly want, leaving behind things that they have known for their life and being willing to explore. And, you know, like you said, step into a new adventure. So really, thank you so much. This is
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And thank you again for watching. Until later, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.